is Andy Robertson world class as well? That was the question.
Yeah, I think you've got to put him in that up there as well. Not just because he's at Liverpool, but he's won league titles, Champions League. And again, he's one of them. If you ask Klopp who's one of the first names on his team sheet, I'm sure he would say it'd be Andy Robertson. And when you watch Liverpool, to be honest with you, he's a standout. He is a real standout. A lot of people criticised his Scottish performances over the years, but one thing you can't deny about him, he gives it 100%. So yeah, you've got to put him in that. He's playing the best league in the world. He's fighting for league titles every single year. He's goes deep into the Champions League every single year. He's the international captain. So look, I think we're lucky that we've got two top class left backs, and there could be a third in Hickey.
Of course, yeah.
I don't know what Mark thinks, but I've not seen him since last Monday. I thought he'd come on and he just impressed me. I just like to look at him. He had just that swagger about him. He looked so confident, and I think we have got a real player in our hands.
We're getting loads of insight tonight with Mark Guidi and Barry Ferguson. Barry playing at Ibrox the weekend. I want to ask you, what are the changes inside? But we don't often hear from Jurgen Klopp. We're not hearing from Klopp himself. But here's Andy Robertson. He's back in. He will lead Scotland tomorrow night. And how's he balanced it with club and country?
Like he said, he knows how important it is to us, just like every Liverpool game, and we always make ourselves available for them. So he'll probably be happy that I've only played one game and not two. But look, I'll go down to Liverpool fresh and good to go for the running, and that's the most important thing for him and the most important thing for club. And hopefully I get another cap tomorrow, and that's the most important thing for Scotland.
Mark, what do you reckon? World class?
Andy Robertson, yeah. We're so lucky. But I think the most important thing that's come out of one of the most important things that's come out of Steve Clarke's reign is that he found a way to play Tierney and Robertson together, because it was a conundrum that we never really solved up until that point. It was obviously a big benefit that Mikel Arteta was going to a back three, I think, and he slotted in Tierney at the left hand side of that. And Barry's Well's right about Aaron Hickey, I think, but he can operate at right back. So we've potentially got Robertson and Tierney, and you've got Nathan Patterson and Aaron Hickey on the opposite side. So to have all those guys available, and then we've got some really good centre halves. So you pull in Scott McTominay into that position if you want, Grant Hanley, etc. So we're well off. But Andy Robertson's been brilliant. I think Barry's right. He did struggle a bit. I think the thing that he struggled with the most, was two parts to it. Was the captaincy. It was just getting used to being captain and how you approaching it, and it must take a period of adjustment with Barry, particularly when you're only meeting up 4 or 5 times a year. And secondly, when he did become the captain, it wasn't a great time for Scotland either. It was back to the times that we were talking about when 10,000-12,000 were turning up to watch Scotland. Yeah, wasn't it? So when you take all that into account, he's come through and shown strong leadership. He's benefited from playing at Liverpool. He's an integral part of what goes on at that club, and you only need to look at his stats when they flash up every Monday morning on Sky Sports. He's up there for assists, he's up there for tackles, etc. So he's a top player.
Tell Alexa to launch Go Radio or listen on the Go Radio app.